we are going to cover the big one that is coming up in 6 days' time in Morocco. I am talking about the CAF Awards 2024. Of course, this is an annual award, that is organized by the Confederation of African Football to celebrate African football stars, and football teams, coaches, and the performances over the year, where we're going to be where they are going to be giving out, several awards to celebrate the different players. Let us see the different. Well, not see. I'm going to read it to you. Unfortunately, I don't have the graphics on the screen. But in the men's category, so player of the year, men. So like this is what we're going to do. We're going to take each award, and then we're going to predict who we think is going to end up as the winner for the award. And that's how we're going to wrap up for today. Okay, let's take player of the year last actually. So let's start from national team of the year, men. Angola, Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, DR Congo, Morocco, Mozambique, Nigeria, South Africa, Sudan, and Uganda. National team of the year, men. It's been like, who are you feeling for this one?
Cote d'Ivoire.
Ivory Coast, AFCON champions. I mean,
AFCON champion, top of World Cup qualifier group, qualified
yeah,
for the AFCON.
it seems
And
like
the story of the AFCON to the way they did it too.
mm,
It's also very funny story. So for me, I think
yeah.
yeah,
I'll agree with you on that one. Africa national team of the year, you can't give Nigeria that lost to Cote d'Ivoire. You can't
hmm
give somebody that did not do as well. So yeah, Cote d'Ivoire national team of the year. Okay, club of the year. Club of the year. We have Al Ali FC. We have Zamalek. We have RS Berkane. We have Mamelodi Sundowns. We have Esperance Tunis. Who do you think wins this one? Club of the year.
Alali,
Al Ali.
Alali,
Why do you say so?
yeah, I just think that they won the Champions League. So and though I think they lost the Super Cup to Zamalek, but
Mm,
they have been like the perennial champions of the of the continent. I'll give the best club go play in the Club World Cup.
yeah.
So yeah, they are the best for me. They're the best for me. Except you want to come through the back door and say you want to pick Zamalek. For me, I think Ali is the best thing.
Al Ali. And again, for this one, I think I have to agree with you. When you win the continental competition, it's something that the people will always give a lot of
Mhm.
weight to. It's not just in
Yeah.
Africa; we see it in UEFA as well. Anybody that does well in the Champions League or does well in the Euros, they will
hmm
always rate the person a bit higher because you want to give credibility to your own
hmm
competition.
hmm
So no real surprise for that one. Okay, interclub player of the year. So of course, these are the players that play within the African continent.
hmm
We have Isufu Dayo. We have Ahmed. Also, Isufu Dayo plays for RS Berkane.
hmm
Ahmed
Burkina
Zizo,
Faso player.
yeah, Said plays for Zamalek SC.
hmm
We have Hussein El Shahat playing for Al Ahly
hmm
SC in Egypt. Mustafa playing for Al Ahly. Mustafa is the goalkeeper.
hmm
And then we have Ronwen Williams, the hero, penalty hero for South Africa at the AFCON of Melody Sundowns. Who do you think? This one is a tough one. Who do you think wins that
No,
club of the
Sundance won the inaugural African Football League.
year?
This Super League, African Super League.
Yeah.
So they won the inaugural edition, and Williams was played a very integral role too.
Mm.
Played a very good role. When they were actually on their way to winning that trophy. So, and also with his exploits during the Afcon, I don't think you can look past Williams. So for
Mm.
me, I think it's going to be Ronald Williams.
Ronald Williams. Huh? You think Ronald Williams is one? I have to say, yeah. Even of the way CAF as a body has been hyping him this year. It's
hmm
always like they've been really pushing him, in
Yeah,
everything. He's also
yeah,
nominated for the Player of the Year award.
yeah.
So if he's nominated for the one that involves everybody that is in Africa and are around, how won't he now be the one that is going to win the one that is for the
Yeah,
players in
yeah,
Africa? So
yeah.
yeah, I think it's a bit of a tight one because other players did well as well, but
hmm
Williams is the standout guy. Did well at the AFCON, did well at the
yeah.
Super League, did well in his local league. Top performer. Shout out to him. Fantastic year for him, Ronald Williams. I mean, also nominated for the world's best goalkeeper as well. So it's not
hmm
just a matter of Africa.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go over now to the Young Player of the Year award. Young Player of the Year award. So we have Karim Konate of Cote d'Ivoire, player for RB Salzburg. We have Umar Diakate, player for Stade de Reims, also Ivory Coast. We have Yankuba Minte, guy's a baller, man, player
Mhm.
for Brighton, the Gambia. We have Elise Benseger, player for AS Monaco and Morocco. And then we have this talented boy, Lamine Camara, the player for AS Monaco and Senegal. Who do you think wins this one?
For me, I think I'm leaning towards Yakuba Minte, because of his exploit for Feyenoord, before he actually was joined Brighton, and he's also doing well too in the Premier League. But if you want to make it straight, he's not been performing that well for Gambia, in my opinion. But if you want to make it strictly about national team side, I think it's going to be
Camara.
eh?
Who?
Panama did well, but it's going to be the Moroccan guy. I think he went to the Olympics and they actually came third in that on the big games. So they can make a case for him, you know.
For Seger.
Yes, he
Okay.
actually came third
I,
in the
I
on the
I
big.
hear that. I think I think I'll make the case for Camara instead.
Mm-hmm.
Camara did well at the AFCON,
Mm-hmm.
even though
Second round.
what is it?
Second round.
As a team, but individually he did well while his team was there. I can't remember his exact stats, but he scored goals. Like he had a good performance at the AFCON. Maybe not the best, like you said. AFCON qualifiers as well. He's been doing well in the qualifiers for
Mm-hmm.
Senegal. At club level, he's also been doing well.
I think he won it last year.
Yeah, he won it last year. He's the defending young player of the year. You know, so I hear what you're saying about Elise and going to the Olympics and everything, but I don't know. Personally, I think I would give it to Kamara.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see. Yankuba Minte, I like him, but like you said, maybe at Gambia he has not been shining as much. Maybe it's because of Gambia as a country, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that one was split on that one. I said Kamara, you said Ben Seger. So
Mm-hmm.
let's see who CAF gives the award.
And it's in Morocco too.
And that part. That part. Okay. Okay. Let us move on now. We are at the Coach of the Year award. Coach of the Year. So we have Pedro Goncalves for Angola. We have MS5 for Cote d'Ivoire. We have Sebastian Desabre of DR Congo. We have Marcel Collet of Alali. We have Hugo Bruce of South Africa. So, who do you think takes this one? Coach of the Year.
Um,
MS5?
Fry is the man. Yeah, he's the current African champion. If your team wins the team of the the national team of the year, you
And you are
should
not the.
you'll be winning the coach of the year too. So I think it's fine. Fry did the unthinkable. He'll be able to steady. Though I think that they have reached their. I think he already reached the brick wall in this AFCON qualifier. I won't lie to you, but I think he has been screwed by some managers. But for me, I think he did enough from January to October to actually be the coach of the year. So for me, I think it's going to be fine. Coach of the year.
I mean, I also think they're going to definitely give it to MS5. My only beef is that why did they not nominate Pesero? Because he's no longer there.
He's no longer there, yes.
Because how you put all the bros where him beats, you know put them, But
He's no longer there.
yeah, but still, I mean, even when they were doing coaches conference something, they invited him now. So if they wanted, they could have nominated him even though he has gone. But yeah, shout out to MS5. I agree with you on that one. I think MS5 is going to win the award. Another one that I think we are going to agree again, unfortunately, goalkeeper of the year.
Mm-hmm.
We have Andre Onana of Manchester United and Cameroon. We have Yahya Fofana of Angers and Ivory Coast. We have Mustafa of Al Ahly and Egypt. We have Stanley Nwabali of Chippa United and Nigeria. And then we have Ronwen Williams of Mamelodi Sundowns and South Africa. I mean, Ronwen Williams is going to take this one. What do you think?
Yes, for me, that one is not even a contest. I've been one nominee. There's only one winner. Yeah, I think it's going to be Williams. So for me, Williams takes it. Takes it without any doubt.
Shout out to Nwabali, man. First nomination for the CAF Goalkeeper of the Year. Brilliant year that he had for Nigeria. Fantastic AFCON tournament. Did well at the qualifiers as well. Did well for his club as well. I will say. So kudos to him. Hopefully, he can keep it up and get nominated again in the future. But yeah, Ronald Williams, like you said, what he did for his club in the Super League, what he did for his country in qualifying, what he did for his country at the AFCON. Yeah, goalkeeper of the year, Ronald Williams. So that's what 2 awards for Williams now. And
Mm-hmm.
then final, the big one, the player of the year.
Mm-hmm.
We have Simon Adingra. I
Mm-hmm.
cooked a line, no?
You didn't mention anything about female category?
We'll get to female after.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. We have Simon Adingra of Ivory Coast and Brighton. We have Sehu Grassi of Borussia Dortmund and Guinea. We have Achraf Hakimi of PSG and Morocco. And then we have Ronald Williams of Mamelodi Sundowns again and South Africa. And then our star boy, our second star boy, our new star boy, Ademola Lookman of Atalanta BC and Nigeria. Smith Layi, who wins this one?
Look, man. For me, I think he had a very good AFCON. He was part of the team of the tournament during the last AFCON. He did well for Nigeria. He scored 3 goals, if I'm not mistaken, for Nigeria the last AFCON, and he also had an assist in the first game. So he also did well in in the Europa League final. Don't forget that Lookman played 3 finals this year. Lookman played in the AFCON final. Lookman played in the Coppa Italian final. Lookman played in the what's it called in the Europa League final. So, and you can tell me that he's so decisive for Nigeria. For example, now I think Lukman already scored 2 goals during the AFCON qualifiers too. How to tell you how important Lukman is actually what is to Nigeria. So
Yeah.
for me, this year alone, I think Lukman scored 3, 4, 5, 6 goals for Nigeria. This year, if I'm not actually mistaken, because he scored 2 goals, he scored 3 goals during the AFCON. I think he scored 1 goal against Ghana in the friendly game, the second goal in the friendly game. He also scored 2 goals in the qualifiers. So for me, he's got a very decent year. So I think Adama Lukman should be winning the CAF Player of the Year. I know that there are honorable mentions there too. Players like Ronald Williams. I don't think the goalkeeper is now ripe enough to win it, except maybe probably South Africa win AFCON. I don't think he can actually win it. I think Akimi too is laying claims to it, but for me, I think he did do enough. He's not even doing well for PSG, and also too, I know he led Morocco to the third place finish at the Olympics. But if they won gold at the Olympics, he can be a strong contender. They did not win gold; they won bronze, and he had a very horrible AFCON. So he can't. He's been bad for the club side too. So he cannot say he laid claims to it. For me, I think don't worry, we hear it very soon. When you hear he's not traveling, he's not winning. That is it.
Well, yeah. Well said, well said. And I have to be in full 1000% agreement, without a doubt, with every fiber of life in my body.
Mm-hmm.
The African Player of the Year is
Mm-hmm.
Ademola Lookman. He absolutely has to be. His exploits for Nigeria, amazing. His exploits for Atalanta, amazing. He has not even stopped. Less than 1 week to the award, he still score again. Women of the match. Say, you guys, I'm here, I'm him. He has to be the African Player of the Year. One thing that I don't understand, though, I'll just quickly address. I saw comments. I can't remember they assisted with somebody, and then Humble Levin was agreeing with it that people are underrating Ademola Lookman. And I'm like, I don't understand. Like, why do we just throw words out into the world without cross-checking them first, or throw narratives into the? I'm like, how can somebody say Ademola Lookman is underrated? How? Where? When? Everybody talks about Ademola Lookman. Everybody admits how good he is. Everybody admits that he's the best African player and should win the award. Then all of a sudden, oh, he's underrated at home. Somebody was not telling me that, oh, he's rated globally, but in Nigeria, he's not rated. Why? Oh, because journalists are not pushing him the same way they pushed Osimhen. I said, come on, guys, have bar now. Let's be realistic. When it comes to PR, when it comes to that one, that's a different thing entirely. And I believe Humble Henry usually watches the program, so he might actually be watching it right now. And Humble Henry was telling me something about, like, oh, how for the good of the common good of the society, everybody should put in the same effort. It doesn't matter how much they connect with Lookman or versus Osimhen. It doesn't matter how much they like Lookman versus Osimhen. And I'm like, Humble Henry lives in this fantasy land sometimes. this fantasy land, this utopia where everything is perfect, human beings are perfect people, and everything just happens the way it is supposed to happen. An ideal scenario, yeah, if he's a Nigerian guy, we'll push him the same way. But let us be realistic. People have preferences. People have people they like. People have people they connect with more. Osimhen gets streets. Osimhen is from under 17, has been doing it in Nigeria, has been connecting with people back home, goes back home every year, gives back to people, supports people, whether it be photographers, whether it be journalists, whether it be this thing, all the connections that he has made, even the people that maybe he has helped them with small money here and there, and they feel indebted to him. All of that. Of course, that is going to translate into a different kind of noise and buzz for Victor versus for somebody else. If it doesn't translate into something different for him, then what's the point of people that actually do PR? Isn't the whole point of PR that when you need public to help and to be on your side, they'll be there because you've done the PR? Which is exactly what Osimhen has done. All the groundwork he has laid in Nigeria to build his rep and to make people love him like this, it counts for something. And that's not to say that Lookman will not still win the award. He will. But in terms of noise from Nigerians, if you are expecting the same level of noise when Osimhen is when Osimhen is nominated for something versus when Lookman or even Iwobi or even in Didi or anybody else, you expect the same level of noise. Let's be realistic. It's like saying if they nominate Messi for an award, Argentines will make the same noise as if they nominated McAllister. Or if they even, let's even say, or if they nominated even Aguero, then it can never be the same level of noise because it's Messi. When Messi won the World Cup, see the noise. Is Messi the first to win World Cup? It's Messi. So when it was saying like, but he's good, but they should be doing, I'm like, please, we accept this ideal scenario that are painting in your head. That's not life. Human beings don't work like that. That's just not how it is going to happen. No matter how much you tell me, oh boy, it's the right thing. Oh boy, it's how it's supposed to be. Okay, take it to the bank now. So when he didn't want to, I said, but we can live in a perfect. I just say, oh, Hungary, it's okay. I mean, I don't see it do again. And I just thought to myself, I'll talk about it on the podcast when we're talking about the CAF Awards. Oh, but yeah, shout out to Ademola Lookman, man, African Player of the Year 2024 for sure.
Yeah, I just want
Let's
to ask you a question
go
before
on.
we move on. Sorry, because I heard this fabricated award called Lion d'Or, and I give you
No, no, isn't that one the Moroccan this thing?
yeah, it's a
Yes, sir.
eh?
Is it Moroccan award now?
It's a Moroccan award, so it's
It be like myself, I feel just start my Eagle Door tomorrow now. I just say okay,
yeah,
I create Eagle Door award. If I get investor, we go
mhm,
back me up small.
yeah,
We put enough money into it to
uh-huh,
raise noise, to give prize
uh-huh,
money.
yeah,
That's the biggest thing though. Yeah,
yeah,
everybody compete for Eagle Door.
Eagle deal.
Please.
Yeah,
At least maybe that guy collect something now.
yeah, it's not. I can see that even Lukman came second ahead of Raimi
Mm.
in that award. That means that maybe they didn't reduce the vote very well. Very funny, very
But yeah,
funny.
let's go over to the women's awards very quickly for the
Yeah.
CAF Awards 2024. Okay, we'll start with the Club of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Club of the Year for the women. Nominees are TP Mazembe,
Mm-hmm.
FC Massa, Asfar of Morocco,
Mm-hmm.
Edo Queens of Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Edo Queens. And then Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Sundowns, Abi. Sundowns take
Yeah.
this one. Yeah.
For me, it's Steve Mazembe.
Oh, Mazembe.
Yes, it's Steve Mazembe. Steve Mazembe won the Champions League. They are sure the best team in Africa. They are, for me, they're deservedly the best team in Africa. So for me, Steve Mazembe.
Tip Mazembe. Interesting. I thought maybe you would think they will push on us. But again, like you said, I guess we kind of just have to look at it. The CAF Champions League is the thing that
Yeah.
kind of is going to matter the most.
Yeah.
That's even what they used to put when we get to Player of the Year. I will air my grievance because that's what they used to put that girl inside our inside our Player of the Year,
Mm-hmm.
Player of the Year award nominee. But yeah, I was going to say this thing, but I mean, in a sense, I kind of don't like the fact that the whole award sort of comes down to who did well on the continent.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, my preference would be my Melody Sundowns, but I agree with you that they will give it to the
I
winner of
think
the AF.
probably on the group stage.
I don't. Well, okay, I get you. I get you. But that's the thing. Like, okay, they're counting the Champions League that just happened. Mamelodi
Yes.
Sundowns, this thing. If I
Yeah.
look at the whole year before that, I think
Mm-hmm.
Mamelodi Sundowns were a good team.
They were a good team, but you have to. For me, I think Tipi Mazembe is just.
No. I'm not doubting that Team Mazembe might have been, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think Sundowns were that bad. Like, yeah, they did not do well in the Champions League. You know,
Mhm,
this quick shots Champions League tournaments that happened in 2 weeks. But
mhm,
before those 2 weeks, I felt
mhm.
like they were.
They were doing well in South Africa.
Yeah, I mean, that's where they were competing now.
And the Edo still were doing well too.
Yeah, but that's where they were competing. So
Tipi
I get
Mazembe were doing well in the Eastern
okay.
South Africa.
I hear, Sha. I hear you. I hear you. So they have
Yeah.
to do the
They
tiebreak.
won. They won the last year one. They
They
can't
did.
win this year one
Yeah, they
again.
won the last year one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so I'll just give you that one. I'll say yeah, Team Mazembe. They'll win it. They'll win. Okay, let's move forward. Or Edo Queens maybe that was.
Mhm.
But let's move forward. Interclub Player of the Year. Interclub Player of the Year. So we have Meviel Nanguji of TP Mazembe and DR Congo. We have Lacho Floramata, TP Mazembe, DR Congo. We have Doha El Madani, Asfa, Morocco. We have Khadija El Rimchi, Asfa, Morocco. We have Sana Mzudi, Asfa, Morocco. Obviously, the winner of this one is Sana Mzudi, the Moroccan girl. I think she was the best player at or one of the best players at the Champions League. She got to the final with Asfa. She's
Okay.
nominated. She's nominated for the main award, so she's going to win Interclub.
For me, it's Floramata.
Uh,
It's Floramata. For me, I think that girl, she did something. She will dominate a lot in African football. Fantastic player. For me, I look at it, the way what she showed as far, in the two games that she was played. The first one, I would say that they were not, it was they were being unfair to them when they lost in the group stage. But this time around, in the final, they showed what that she was made of. For me, it's going to be Floramata. What a player! What a player! Go and ask Miracle Sani. She will tell you more about Floramata. So for me, I think Floramata will win.
Interesting. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like the Umsudi plays for Morocco, is hosting in Morocco. I
Yes.
mean, they even found a way to nominate her for the main player of the year from some nowhere. They nominated her for the main player of the year award as well. Ah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how they won't choose her. It seems like they want to push that babe.
But I know that Chief Mazembe, DR Congo, CAF president, so
Well,
yeah,
let's see. At least that one we have difference of opinion. So
yeah,
let's see what they go for. It's going to be interesting to see. CAF. I
yeah,
know that sometimes I always shake my head at the decisions of the technical committee of CAF. Well,
yeah.
but let's see what happens with this one. Okay, let's move over to the young player of the year. Young player of the year. We have Habiba Sabri of Marsa and Egypt. We have Doha El Madani of Asfa and Morocco. We have Lina Mokhtar Jamai of Paris Saint-Germain and Morocco. We have Chiamaka Okuchuku of Rivers Angels and Nigeria. And then we have Ntabiseng Majia of Mamelodi Sundowns and South Africa. Any chance for Kuchuku here?
Yeah, for me, I think she's the favorite to win it. I think
World Cup
she's
performance has to be.
yeah, World Cup, yeah, World Cup performance fantastic during the World Cup. She was the best African player during the World Cup. But I don't know about maybe they didn't nominate Namieto.
No.
Oh, but if Namieto will be, I don't know why they cut off to Namieto. Maybe they're planning to do something different. But for me, it's Chiamaka Okuchuku.
Chiamaka Okuchuku. I'm going to agree with you. Okuchuku,
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah,
know, is fantastic display at the World Cup, showed herself to a high level. That's the reason why she got nominated. So if you're going to
mm-hmm.
nominate her for that, then you have to give her the award for that.
Yes.
And it's going to be a nice feather in her cap. I'm looking forward to it. So shout out to the young player. She's a definitely talented
Mm-hmm.
player, and she could be something serious in the future.
Yeah,
So she's one to keep watching.
yeah.
Okay, national team of the year. We're almost at the end. National team of the year. Nominees are Cameroon under 20, Morocco, Nigeria, South Africa, Zambia. Nigeria for the win.
For me, I think Nigeria for the win. I think I think Nigeria for the win. I think though there's nothing to even justify that Nigeria should win, but
We went to Olympics.
Zambia has to win the Olympics now.
What is it?
Zambia has to win the
They
Olympics.
flog Zambia more than they flog us now.
Yes, now yes it is. So
They
depends on
flog Zambia more than they flog us, and we
who
were
them
winning our
flog less.
qualifiers.
Who
Very
them
conf.
flog less.
What is it?
Who them flog less? Now you go win.
Abi?
So
And
Nigeria.
we were winning our qualifier as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So even was all the people that they nominated, even Cameroon under 20. What did they do that they even nominated? They went to World Cup to go and chop beating.
Yeah, you got you. No, they actually what they did that on the 20, they did well.
Under 20. They only won. They won one. They lost two.
And they won one, they lost
They
two, but
won one
because
in the group. They
they were
qualified
playing
and
this
then they lost to
expansive
Brazil.
style of football, this champagne style of football. So, I remember the game against Brazil, they were about to win it. They just lacked concentration and they lost the whole thing out. So they were just playing this expansive Brazilian champagne style of football. That was why they were nominated.
Who won national team of the year last year? South Africa, abi?
Nigeria.
Nigeria won last year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's true because I
Nigeria won.
remember.
Their coach did not win coach of the year. That's what it was.
So if we win national team of the year this year, who gets the credits? Wardrum?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Wardrum, not Magudu.
Not Guso.
Not good. So I will you come and take it because they will not be able to travel.
They will not. Yeah, it's the one
And
that representative of NFF come and carry the award.
yeah,
Okay.
or Ibrahim Sanusi.
Okay. Let's move over. Goalkeeper of the year. This one we know the winner.
No, you don't. Just like when I win.
Nominees: Fideline Ngoy of Mazembe and Congo, Habiba Sabri of Massa and Egypt, Khadija El Rimchi of Asfa and Morocco, Chiamaka Enadozie of Paris FC and Nigeria, and then Andile Dlamini of Sundowns and South Africa. Undoubtedly, this one, any other outcome, and we riot, we storm the CAF office. Of course, the goalkeeper of the year is Chiamaka Enadozie. Of course.
Yes.
Of course. And I'm going to make a bold prediction that unless Chiamaka Enadozie gets injured for 1 year, she's going to win the next 5 in a row. Unless she gets injured and she should miss maybe half a season, Chiamaka is going to win the next 5 goalkeepers of the year. I don't see any African goalkeeper from somewhere that wants to say they can compete near the level of Chiamaka.
Yeah.
Unless maybe one young girl they discover her next year or something. But of all the ones that I've discovered already, nobody can lace her boots.
Yeah, for me, Chiamaka is the best.
She will win for the next 5 years unless she gets
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. Shout out to Chiamaka for that one. Okay. And then we have Coach of the Year. Coach of the Year for women. So we have nominees Lamia Bumedi, the coach of TP Mazembe. We have Ahmed Ramadan, the coach of FC Massa. We have Mohamed Amin Aliou, the coach of Asfa. We have Tina Sonke Mbuli, the coach of University of the Western Cape. And then we have Christopher Danjuma, the coach of Nigeria U20. So, like, who takes this one? Danjuma?
No, not Danjuma. If Danjuma takes it, we're going to riot.
Coach of Mazembe.
Yeah, I think she's the coach of Mazembe. Yeah, she was so good tactically. She got everything, and she was spot on during the last CAF Women's Champions League. So for me, I think she deserves it. And she's also from Morocco.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely give it to her. I mean, her team did the best on the continent, like we rightly mentioned. Did well in the league as well. Give her credits. Fantastic job, well done for her. Yeah. And then finally, the big one on the women's category, Player of the Year. The nominees are Tabitha Chawinga, Olympic Lyon and Malawi, Temwa Chawinga, Kansas City and Malawi, Sana Msudi, Asfa and Morocco, Chiamaka Enadozie, Paris FC and Nigeria, Barbara Banda, Orlando Pride and Zambia.
Banda.
Banda. It has to be Banda.
It has to be Banda. It's long deserving. She's been around for a while. She's been doing well even during her injury and everything that she wasn't in the last AFCON. When she came back, she led the team very well. They qualified for the World Cup. She was good at the World Cup. She was good at the Olympics for them too. So for me, I think it's Barbara Banda.
No, it absolutely has to be Banda. I mean, fantastic year she had for both club and country. I
Yeah.
mean, breaking records everywhere she's going. I mean, I was watching her in the NWSL and the rate at which she used to score and just the quality that she exudes. Like when she's playing, you can just tell that she's a different class.
Mm-hmm.
Broke the all like just fantastic, fantastic, fantastic player, man. I cannot talk too much. 17 goals in 23 starts for our club and even more for our country. Well, not more goals, but even fantastic ratio for our country as well. Scored 4 goals at the Olympics when all the African teams were well, Nigeria were struggling to score 1 goal as a whole team. You know? So
I
just
mean, he
fantastic
scored more than all Africans together, but
to get
only Nigeria, but so
you know. So fantastic, fantastic. I'll also give a shout out to Chiamaka. You know, fantastic performance, good year with Paris FC. We'll give her that one. I'm going to also give a shout out to the Chawinga sisters, Tabitha and Temwa. Tabitha had a fine season for PSG. She moved to Lyon, continued balling. Temwa Chawinga, I watched her a lot in Kansas City in the NWSL because I watch a lot of the NWSL. If you haven't realized by now, fantastic player. Again, another one just like Banda. When you see her with the ball, you can just tell that she's a level above these players. She's
mm-hmm.
just so good and she shoots from outside the box. I remember I was watching which game was it? I think it was the last game of the regular season or so, or the second to the last game. I like, and then the goal she scored, I was just like, wow, like man, how is this babe so freaking good? Because and that she broke the scoring record for the league. Like just a fantastic around year, man. Temwa Chawinga. You know, that's why this is the year that you cannot really argue for the Nigerian babes because man, the other people did well. You know, Malawi, you know, fantastic year. Zambia with Banda. But my bone of contention that I said I'm going to address, my bone of contention, my absolute beef. See, every year I have this beef with CAF because I don't know what that their technical committee is doing. Last year, was it last year or 2 years ago? You nominate Ajibade for the main award.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, Chawinga beats her in the top three. Sorry, I said not Chawinga, Katlana.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, Catalana beats her in the top. Catalana that was her teammate. Now she chased Catalana come out from the club.
Hmm.
But somehow they put Catalana in the top three. I think it was 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they did not put her.
Yeah.
Last year, somehow, after what Ajibade did for Nigeria, both at the WAFCON before that, yeah, for maybe they don't consider it, and at the World Cup in the CAF African 11, they didn't put her there. They put Linda Motlalo and they put Katlana.
Hmm.
How the Katlana and Motlalo entered there and Ajibade didn't.
Yeah.
Now this year again, you put her in the initial long list of nominees,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you shortlist it, I cannot argue Ajibade over Banda. I cannot argue Ajibade over the Chawinga sisters.
Yeah.
But you see that young, beautiful young girl called Sanam Sudi.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be freaking serious here now. Come on, guys. Let's be serious here. Okay, you claim she was one of the best players at the CAF Champions League,
Yeah.
and that's the reason why she deserves to be there. Now,
Mm-hmm.
there end. Like she did not
Mm-hmm.
win the tournament. She
Yeah.
scored 2 goals and had 1 assist in the tournament. Okay, boo hoo. It's not like she went there and she scored 7 goals in 4 matches or some crazy thing like that. She scored 2 goals in 1 assist in the tournament. When they got to the knockout round of the tournament, she ghosted. The 2 goals and 1 assist were in group stage. They got
Yeah.
to the knockout, she ghosted.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow she had a better year than Ajibade.
Yeah.
CAF, man. You people just always do nonsense sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I don't know from how. Maybe they just wanted to just promote one Moroccan, or they just wanted to promote one interclub player, or they wanted to promote one interclub player that happens to be Moroccan as well. I
Yeah.
don't know what it was, but this is it's an injustice, man. Like I'm not saying Ajibade should be the best player of the year. She's not, but she should be nominated in this short list. She should be getting her due credits. Like
At least.
at least. Like what does she have to do?
At
And
least.
it's annoying because this thing has happened multiple years in a row now. Like she's a Christian, so she know that she doesn't take it to heart. But me, I take it to heart for her.
Me too. For me, I think it's extremely unfair. I think it's just like we only see this Morocco taste in this award, and I don't blame them. They are the one actually what hosting. Don't be surprised that one I'm expecting a magic in this award ceremony, but it's not. I don't just want the magic to be on Lookman. That is it.
Okay. Um. So there we have it, y'all. Player of the year, women. We said Barabanda. Player of the year, men. We said Ademola Lookman, our very own. Anything other than Ademola Lookman, and I'll book people flights for us to go to Morocco and storm the office. No, the office is not. Where is the CAF office? I beg?
It's in Cairo.
It's in Cairo. We storm Cairo. Shebi, this man is there. Bayo, Mr. Bayo, who will help us to organize boys in Cairo.
Yeah.
to help us organize boys. But yeah,
Mhm.
those are our predictions. If you agree with us, if you disagree with us, please let us know in the comments.